Welcome to my dear students. Again, welcome back to all of you. Today, I will start one new topic which is business statistics. Business statistics is the paper which is coming under the CBCS syllabus of state Odisha state model syllabus in third semester. Business statistics is the generic elective paper and which carrying 100 marks. 80 marks is the torment examination and 20 marks is the internal assessment. So we will start the new topic of become third semester CBCS syllabus. And I hope you all are well and safe. You should follow the Government of Odisha's guidelines, Human Resource MHRD central government guidelines in this pandemic. And in business statistics, we will cover only the unit 1 portion. And in this unit 1, I will show some presentations to you. So this is the presentation on business statistics, which is generic elective 3 of become second year third semester CBCS syllabus. Okay. Now this is business statistics unit 1, which is statistical data and descriptive statistics. Okay. And in this particular unit, we will cover introduction, meaning and definition of statistics, types of data and data sources, types of statistics, scope of statistics, importance of statistics in business, limitations of statistics, and summary. Okay, let's start with the introduction. For a layman, statistics means numerical information expressed in quantitative terms. This information may relate to objects, subjects, activities, phenomena, or regions of space. As a matter of fact, data have no limits as to their reference, coverage, and scope. At the macro level, these are data on gross national product and share of agriculture, manufacturing, and services in GDP. And at the micro level, individual firms, however small and large, produce extensive statistics on their operations. Now, the meaning and the definition of statistics. The word statistics has been derived from the Latin word status, which means a political state. It has also its root either to the Italian word statista or the German word statistic, each one of which means a political state. For several decades, the word statistics was associated solely with the display of facts and figures pertaining to the economic, demographic, and political situations prevailing in a country, usually collected and brought out by the local governments. Statistics is a tool in the hands of mankind to translate complex facts into simple and understandable statement of facts. In the beginning, it may be noted that the word statistics is used rather curiously in two senses, that is plural sense and singular sense. It refers to a set of figures or data. In the singular sense, statistics refers to the whole body of tools that are used to collect data, organize and interpret them, and finally to draw conclusions from them. Statistics, as defined by American Statistical Association, is the science of learning from data and of measuring, controlling, and communicating on uncertainty. As per A.L. Bowley, statistics means it is the science of counting. It may rightly be called the science of averages, and statistics is the science of measurement of social organism regarded as a whole in all its manifestations. So in this meaning and definition part, we should know that statistics is derived from the Latin word status. You should know that, you should remember this, which means a political state. Statistics is derived from the Italian word statista, and statistics has been derived from the German word statistics. All are having the same meaning, that is political state. Next, types of data and data sources. In statistics, data are classified into two broad categories: quantitative data and qualitative data. Quantitative data are those data that can be quantified in definite units of measurement. Continuous data represents the numerical value of a continuous variable. Discrete data are the values assumed by a discrete variable. A discrete variable is the one whose outcomes are measured in fixed numbers. A characteristic is qualitative in nature when its observations are defined and noted in terms of presence or absence of a certain attribute in discrete numbers. These data are further classified as nominal and ranked data. Nominal data are the outcome of classification into two or more categories of items or units comprising a sample or a population according to some quality characteristic. Rank data, on the other hand, are the result of assigning ranks to specified order in terms of integers, that is 1, 2, 3 up to n. Ranks may be assigned according to the level of performance in a test. Data sources could be seen as of two types, that is secondary data and primary data. These two can be defined as: secondary data are the already existing data in some form, that is published or unpublished in identifiable secondary sources. They are generally available from public sources, though not necessarily in the form of actually required. But primary data are those data which do not already exist in any form and thus have to be collected for the first time from the primary sources. By their very nature, these data require fresh and first time collection covering the whole population or a sample drawn from it. Next one is types of statistics. There are two major divisions of statistics, such as descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics deals with collecting, summarizing and simplifying data which are otherwise quite unwieldy and voluminous. It seeks to achieve this in a manner that meaningful conclusions can be readily drawn from the data. Descriptive statistics may thus be seen as comprising methods of bringing out the highlighting the latent characteristics present in a set of numerical data. It not only facilitates an understanding of the data and systematic reporting thereof in a manner, and also makes them amenable to further discussion, analysis and interpretations. But inferential statistics, also known as inductive statistics, goes beyond describing a given problem situation by means of collecting, summarizing and meaningfully presenting the related data. Instead, it consists of methods that are used for drawing inferences or making broad generalizations about a totality of observations on the basis of knowledge about a part of that totality. Now come to the most important part, scope of statistics. Statistics is having so many scopes. Number 1, statistics and economics. Number 2, statistics and commerce. Third, statistics and auditing and accounting. Statistics and economic planning. Statistics and astronomy. Statistics and meteorology. Statistics and biology. Statistics and mathematics. Number 9, statistics and research. Number 10, statistics and natural sciences. Number 11, statistics and education. Number 12, statistics and business. So statistics is having 12 different scopes. Now come to importance of statistics in business. This is the most important part. There are three major functions in any business enterprise in which the statistical methods are useful. The main three importances of statistics in business operations are: number 1, the planning of operations. This may relate to either special projects or to the recurring activities of a firm over a specified period. Number 2, the setting of standards. This may relate to the size of employment, volume of sales, fixation of quality norms for the manufactured products, norms for the daily output, and so forth. And thirdly, the function of control. This involves comparison of actual production achieved against the norm or target set earlier. In case the production has fallen short of a target, it gives remedial measures so that such a deficiency doesn't occur again. Now come to some limitations. Everything is having some limitations. Statistics is also having some limitations, and there are the most important 6 limitations of statistics are: statistics doesn't deal with individual items. Statistics always deals with quantitative data. Statistics laws are true only on averages. Statistics doesn't reveal the entire story. Statistics is liable to be misused, and statistical data should be uniform and homogeneous. So these are the limitations of statistics. Now come to the summary part. What we have studied. In a summarized manner, we should know statistics means numerical information expressed in quantitative terms. As a matter of fact, data have no limits as to their reference, coverage, and scope. At the micro level, these data on gross national product and shares of agriculture, manufacturing, and services in GDP. But at micro level, individual firms, however small or large, product extensive statistics on their operations. The annual reports of companies contain variety of data on sales, production, expenditures, inventories, capital employed, and other activities. These data are often field data collected by employing scientific survey techniques. Unless regularly updated, such data are the product of a one-time effort and have limited use beyond the situation that may have called for their collection. A student knows statistics more intimately as a subject of study like economics, mathematics, chemistry, physics, and others. It is a discipline which scientifically deals with data and is often described as a science of data. In dealing with statistics as data analysis or statistics has developed appropriate methods of collecting, presenting, summarizing, and analyzing data, and thus consist of a body of these methods. So this is all about my statistics presentation. So thanking you all. Regards, Sri Sachin Kumar Naik, Assistant Professor of Commerce, OES 1, PG Department of Commerce, Bikram Dev Autonomous College, Jaipur. So hope you all should enjoy this particular video. So thank you. Goodbye.